Hello, everyone. Believe it or not, this is Scribe Light, although I'm told that I sound like 17 shades of TJ Kirk tonight. With me, as always, is the ever-lovely Ranting Monkey. Hi, Monkey.
Hi.
And the handsome SDA. Hi, SDA.
Hi.
Yeah, so...
Hey, guys. Wait.
Yes.
Let me do this because you two are having an argument about it.
Oh.
In the chat, I want you guys to tell me who you think Scribe sounds like tonight. Listen to his voice. Go ahead and talk a little bit so they can hear. Say something.
Okay.
Dance for me.
Okay, so the itinerary for tonight will be to read the news, go over YouTube stuff, whatever else, and then go on to talking to the chat as usual.
There you go. Now, oh, somebody said, "Oh, so sexy." Okay, so
No,
he sounds
that's
like
not
a
it.
sexy.
Scribe is TJ Kirk. Yeah. Okay. I don't hear
And
it.
when you
at
mumble,
all.
it makes it worse.
It does
I-
not.
Good Christ. John
I
Madden,
don't
there we
hear-
go. Okay, well,
I don't
anyway,
hate TJ. I think
Yeah.
everybody's drunk. Ooh, Undoomed. That's
Undoomed.
You do not
Let's see.
sound like Undoomed.
Getting there,
Let's
yeah.
see. What does Undoomed say that's something catchy? Not the moron thing, because that's too loud.
He says, "Hey everybody, welcome back."
Oh yeah. Hey everybody, and welcome back.
Actually, that's pretty close.
Yeah. Okay.
That was close-ish, but that's not something you want to sound like.
Thank you, W.R. Costin. Hello, fellow primates and other ranting beings.
Hello back.
Yeah, so for those of you not in the know, and I mentioned this last night, my sickness in the back of my throat started last night, and when these things run its course, usually on the second day, which is today, the pain in my throat goes away, and instead I start sounding like a 20-year-long smoker. I put out a little joke video this morning as soon as I got up with my nasty voice doing my Dark Side Darth impression. Yeah, so this is going to be a novel stream where I sound like somebody completely different, and anybody coming in not knowing what's going on might think that I am someone other than myself, which is just fine.
So many people are saying, TJ, when this is over, I'm going to cut it up with TJ and show you guys how wrong
How
you
right
are.
we are.
Yeah, I can't hear it. I mean, from my own ears, I can't hear it. I don't usually sound like this to myself, so I don't hear it. But then I haven't listened to all that much Amazing Atheist in recent times, so I don't remember what
you
TJ
sound
sounds
all
like.
mumbly and grumpy and grovelly, and that's
No, he
and your
doesn't.
inflection is
Well,
the exact same as his.
I won't-
Especially when you get all pissy with me.
Oh my god. Anyway, I need a product for WR because he's donated, and I need to do
How about cough syrup?
let's see. WR cough syrup. This broadcast is brought to you by WR cough syrup. When you're me, you obviously didn't take any, but if you cut off your leg, put some tussin on it. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. The tussin.
Put some tussin on it. Now that's a different thing.
Guys, Scribe's not feeling well. There's a dollar sign in the lower left corner of your chat box where you can give him some money to make him feel a little better.
There you go. Improve my
You
mood.
can buy a hot water bottle and whatever. Why the hell do people get hot water bottles? I never understood that.
Well, it's like having a heat pad.
Oh, we had electricity, so
But a hot water bottle doesn't have a cord on it that you have to it's portable.
huh.
Yeah, I know. It's
And thank you everybody for the thoughts and wishes for me. I feel like I was hit by a truck, but I actually got sleep, so I'm here. And with that, TJ, you want to take us into the news?
Yeah, sure. I guess I don't know. In a world.
Oh, some One-Ton Hammer wants you to say "in a
Yeah.
world."
In a world. Something.
In a world where SDA has been drinking, Scribe sounds like TJ.
In a world where MGTOW rule the world.
There's a lot of beating off. Anyhow.
Oh my.
Terry, that was actually really good.
Oh my. Terry Diamontes, thank you so much. Did the Kermit voiceover guy for Scribe call in sick today? Yeah, that's something like that. It's not easy being green. I need a product for Terry.
Kleenex.
Kleenex. Let's see. This broadcast is brought to you by Terry Diamantis. Have you snorted too much cocaine and your nose is running? Blow into Terry Diamantis.
Blow into Terry.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's move on to the news before we get too caught up in other things. And I'm going to have to ask you guys to watch the chat because I'm going to have the news stories covering things up. So, first, let's talk about the national whoop-de-doo that the stream itself is named after. Trump on Paris Accord. We're getting out. God, I do sound like a better radio announcer tonight, don't I?
You kind of do, yeah.
You sound like TJ.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
President Donald.
Oh, for fuck's sake, me. He does.
All right, settle down, woman.
See?
What the fuck are you talking about? Okay.
Now you don't.
President Donald Trump proclaimed Thursday he was withdrawing the U.S. from the Paris Climate Accord, a sweeping step that fulfills a campaign promise while acutely dampening global efforts to curb global warming. Speaking from the White House, Trump said he was open to renegotiating aspects of the agreement, which was inked under his predecessor and which all nations except two have signed on to. But he was withering in his criticism of the pact, which he cast as a humiliating defeat for American workers that unfairly advantaged foreign countries. Quote, at what point does America get demeaned? At what point do they start laughing at us as a country? Trump inquired during an afternoon event held in the sun-drenched Rose Garden. We want fair treatment, Trump said. We don't want other countries and leaders to laugh at us anymore. Donald, I hate to tell you this. You're the reason why they are right now. Hate to tell you.
He does have a point when it comes to climate deals, though.
Yes, I won't deny that.
Whether you believe in man-made global warming or not, Western countries, especially the U.S., get fucked in every one of these deals. And the reason being is because whether you want to believe it or not, it's mostly about resource shuffling at this point. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because what they're saying is that the third world countries can develop to catch up to us. The problem is they get to have massive amounts of pollution, and we have to, bring everything down to the barest minimum. If Trump can renegotiate this, if you're into the whole man-made global warming thing, then yeah, it should be renegotiated, because these deals are fucking stupid the way that they're written.
Mm-hmm. ESSDA.
What are you giggling at?
Oh,
When he says, he sounds like TJ. See?
He does not. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Somebody says I sound like Casey Kasem. We're counting them down or something.
Hey, can you do Shaggy?
I don't think I can hit that high note with this voice.
Oh, okay.
like gee, Scoob. No, I can't even do it. No, I can't get the gravel at the same time. I can't quite get that.
Yeah.
I can do Raggy, Ruby.
There you go.
All right.
People keep saying you sound like me.
He does not sound like you. He sounds like TJ.
Hey, everybody, this is the Ranting Monkey, and today we're going to talk about Donald Trump.
Oh, Grand Monkey did it again. She got into my chair, put on my headphones, and said, hey, everybody, Ranting Monkey.
Oh.
I've got to get it on camera.
Oh,
it's so cute.
Oh. Let's hear Grand Monkey.
Oh, she's sleeping.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're telling me this happened before, you mean?
Yeah, this was yesterday, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if there's nothing else to say about the Paris Peace Accord, the Paris Climate Accord, the only other national story that I had at this time was there was an armed robbery at a Manila casino, and there was a bunch of video that came out with people thinking it was a terrorist attack. SDA, will you calm the fuck down? We are not going to get anywhere in this serious business of reading the news if you're going to be cracking up the whole time. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. I'll go over this quick because it's not, it's not good, but it's not as serious as they thought it was when it first broke. Gunman who robbed a Manila casino is killed, CNN Philippines reports. A gunman who robbed a casino at a Manila resort, causing a panic stampede by customers fearing a terrorist attack, has been killed. CNN report. Philippines National Police Chief Ronald De La Rosa said the man forced his way onto a Resorts World Manila casino and created chaos by setting several gambling tables on fire and then shooting gambling machines and video screens, although he didn't appear to be firing at people. The man ransacked a room and stole gaming chips worth 1 million pesos each.
How much is that in real money?
Not much, because if it's
$5.
If it's 1,000,000 pesos per chip, then you're not probably talking all that much. Let's see. It's too early to tell, but so far as we're concerned, this was no ISIS, he said. If this is ISIS, all the people gambling inside should have been shot or already been bombed. He didn't hurt anyone. Those who were injured got their injuries when they jumped out from the windows. Okay.
It says that's $53,665.
No, one chip's worth 50 grand. That's not bad. Okay.
No, the 1,000,000 pesos.
Right. That's what I mean. If he said each chip was worth 1,000,000 pesos each, so it's like $50,000 peso. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else to say about that, except thank goodness nobody was hurt so far, except for the gunman himself. So.
Yeah.
We do have an update. Let me refresh this to make sure. So something happened at Evergreen State College.
Really?
Yeah. So basically, the campus was evacuated, and there are no classes tomorrow. And here's the reason why. The Evergreen State College in Olympia was shut down suddenly Thursday, and all students and staff were evacuated in response to a, quote, serious threat. The college announced late Thursday afternoon there will be no classes again on Friday. Staff will be on the campus to help resident students, and law enforcement will also be on the scene. Evergreen said the FBI had been contacted and is, quote, pursuing any information that might affect the safety of our campus. Like maybe it's students? I don't know. Evergreen said it will make a decision on when the campus will reopen as soon as possible. Law enforcement has searched the campus buildings and determined that they are secure, the college said. Authorities determined that no one was actively posing a threat. Okay, then why close the classes? The news of the threat came Thursday in an announcement on the college's website. Quote, in response to a direct threat to campus safety, the college is closing immediately for the day. All are asked to leave campus or return to residence halls for instructions. Witnesses said the evacuation was orderly. The closure was announced via text, email, and the internet, and also on loudspeakers. Let's see. Campus officials later said that the threat was called in Thursday morning to the business line for the Thurston County 911 Dispatch Center. Officials there informed Evergreen Campus Police about the threat, and they passed it on to college president George Bridges. The same George Bridges who has basically capitulated to the entire crazy mob that's been there for the last several days. That's basically it. It's interesting they didn't mention anything about the recent essential riots or mobs there. Hello?
Oh, I'm here.
Okay. I don't know. Okay.
I'm trying to formulate a thought about it, and I
don't know what to say. I mean, without more information, it's like, okay, a threat. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't wait to find out.
It's just their way of keeping white people off campus.
Well, if you can't beat them, join them, so get everybody off campus instead of just the one group.
It's technically a win.
Okay, and now, unless let me check CNN real quick to make sure nothing else blew up literally. Or
while you're checking, we have a donation. Thank you, Zenith. A bill is being proposed to defund the college. Too bad it's Wash State Legislature. Also, I finally have an avatar, and they would like coffee. So Zenith Coffee.
Is your avatar from HR Puff and Stuff? If I'm right about that, I'm a fucking nerd. But anyway,
you
let me
are
know,
a fucking nerd, whether you get that right or not.
I know. Coffee. Okay. This broadcast is brought to you by Zenith. The best part of waking up is Zenith in your coffee.
In your mouth.
In your mouth. Pour Zenith in your mouth.
Moonshock says your voice is definitely fapalicious.
Ooh. And Zenith, yes, so I was right. Yes, it's the kid from H&R Puff and Stuff. Or HR Puff and Stuff. The only reason I know what the kid from HR Puff and Stuff looks like is because of the music video that Pogo put together using sounds from that show, which is actually kind of a catchy tune. Because I never watched that show as a kid. I don't remember actually ever seeing it. I knew about it peripherally, but I never watched it. You still there, SDA?
Hashtags.
Uh-oh.
Of which one, whether you fap to SDA or she faps to you. I love this stream.
Oh my god. SDA, are you still with us?
Yeah.
Okay. You got quiet again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She was fapping.
You might not. Yeah. Now she's chewing on her plastic.
You sound like TJ now to her, so she's over there fapping.
Oh yeah. Hey, SDA. Do you like bananas?
No.
Flick the
Okay. So
Yes.
I'm basically into potpourri now. No, actually, well, should we save the Deadpool thing until YouTube time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Do it as the last potpourri story.
Okay. So then the potpourri we have otherwise is moderate Muslims, gay testimony, I guess I'll call it, and professor's cancels speech, I suppose.
Cancel speech.
Okay, now this is interesting because the person involved in this story is actually someone I've seen speak before on an old Hagbard Celine video. He took one of her talks and like broke it down, kind of like what I do with my videos. And so when I saw her name, I was like, oh, I know her. So anyway, professor cancels lectures after speech leads to threats. Trenton, New Jersey, a Princeton University professor says she canceled lectures this week after receiving death threats following a commencement address in which she called President Donald Trump, quote, a racist and sexist megalomaniac. Kianga Yamahata Taylor, an assistant professor of African American studies at the Ivy League School in New Jersey, spoke to graduates at Hampshire College in Amherst, Massachusetts on May 20th. In a Wednesday statement, Taylor provided examples of racially derogatory and misogynistic slurs she said were in the emails. She said the emails followed Fox News coverage of her speech, and she blamed Fox News for the backlash. She said it ran the story to, quote, incite and unleash the mob-like mentality of its fringe audience. Fox News hasn't responded to request for a comment. Taylor said in the commencement address she wanted to warn graduates about the world they graduated into, and she said she argued that Trump, quote, poses a threat to their future. The author of, quote, this is the book she was promoting when Hagbard did his video, I believe. The book's title is From Black Lives Matter to Black Liberation. Said she canceled appearances this week at Seattle's Town Hall and the University of California, San Diego. She said she released her statement because she will not be silent, except you're deciding to silence yourself, I suppose. Taylor has declined to comment further. She is on sabbatical from Princeton for the 2016-17 academic year. Okay, so like any other right-wing speaker, if she's receiving death threats for going to speak or something, she shouldn't be. She should be allowed to speak wherever the hell she wants.
Yeah, I'm so tired of speech being shut down. It's This is my pet peeve. Okay, I keep going. I'm just gonna rant if.
Well, that's the end of the story. There's nothing else to say about it. I mean, just like when Milo's speech was canceled, when Ann Coulter's speech was canceled, anytime that you have like, shouting down somebody who's trying to say something, just don't. I don't care who it is. I mean, I watch the Hagbard video. I watched some of her rhetoric, and it's ridiculous. I mean, it's just convoluted gobbledygook most of the time, but that's beside the point. She, now I would love to see evidence of these death threats because they're just saying that she received them. Yeah, I don't know. But, I somehow I don't think there would be like protesters and riots at her speech as you would see at Milo or Ann Coulter.
About death threats, whether she got them or not, let's discuss that for a minute.
Okay.
If you don't like what somebody says, if somebody pisses you off or you just want to troll them, don't do the death threat thing. Come up with some interesting insults to call them. Stop with the I hope you die or I'm going to kill you. Anything along those lines, knock it off. By all means, insult them, but don't do that shit.
Yeah, step up your troll game. Don't do death threats.
Don't. Yeah, that's like failure level of death threat. No, don't do death threats. Make something funny. Make a good insult. Now, I don't have a problem with something like I wouldn't even rape you because that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But don't do nothing threatening. God, what? Grow the fuck up. That's so lame. It's offensive how lame that is.
SDA.
Now, as you said, there's no proof of the death threats, and I would like to see them because
right.
I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Woolly Bumblebee death threat, which.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I'm not saying she wrote it herself, but she wrote it herself. Man, that cough. I think I'm getting what you have.
Oh, I'm infectious over the airwaves. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm getting a computer virus.
Har, har, har.
SDA, you got quiet. Why are you so quiet over there?
Nothing to add.
Not even plastic chewing?
I'm not chewing on it anymore. The stream started and I have manners.
You have what? Do you know how patriarchal that word is? Manners.
No doubt.
Jesus
Man.
Christ. I know. Stop contributing to the patriarchy, SDA. God. So remaining stories, we have moderate Muslims and gay testimony.
Gay.
Okay.
Before you start, I just want to say this for some reason jumped in my mind. When you're at a church, sometime they'll ask you to give up and stand up and give your testimony. And I saw a gay guy standing up to give his gay testimony in my head.
Well, you know, it's amazing that you should say that. Let me read the headline to you. Quote, "Am I going to die?" Unquote. Gay man testifies at church trial.
Oh, I was
Monkey,
close.
I think you may be psychic. Maybe you're like Gorilla Grodd, for any of you who are comic book nerds. Okay. This is from Rutherfordton, North Carolina. A North Carolina man thought he was, quote, going to die when members of his evangelical church beat and choked him for 2 hours to expel his homosexual demons, he testified Thursday. Matthew Fenner was the first person to take the stand in the assault and kidnapping trial of Brooke Covington, a 58-year-old minister at Word of Faith Fellowship in Spindale, North Carolina. Fenner, 23, said Covington was the leader in a 2013 beating involving numerous congregants. He said Covington pointed out his sexual orientation, saying, quote, "God said there is something wrong in your life." Fenner said he had cancer as a child and had a biopsy 1 week before he was assaulted. Quote, "I'm frail, and in my mind, I'm thinking, is my neck going to break? Am I going to die?" Fenner said. Covington faces up to 2 years in prison if convicted. She is the first of 5 church members to face trial in the case. Each defendant will be tried separately. Prosecutor Garland Byers said during opening statements that Covington, quote, directed and participated in the assault. Fenner said he was leaving a Sunday night prayer service January 27, 2013, when nearly 24 people surrounded him in the sanctuary. He said they slapped, punched, choked, and blasted him, a church practice that involves intense screaming, for 2 hours as they tried to expel his homosexual demons. Let's see. Covington's lawyer, David Teddy, tried to poke holes in Fenner's testimony, noting that Fenner praised the church in his high school graduation speech and visited a Word of Faith Fellowship church in Brazil. Yes, this is that's kind of a long article about all the details and such, but that's the gist of it.
Okay, before we get to our answers and mentions on that, Sarah says, I think you all are allergic to bullshit, and her product is lube.
Oh, God, okay. Let's see. Hold on a second. Well, talk about the church thing while I look something up real quick.
Sure. If they actually did this, I hope they go to jail for it, because that's fucked up. And if I've learned anything from all my time online, the way that you change somebody's sexual orientation is to give them vanilla ice cream. So instead of beating him, that's what they would have done. You know, I don't understand this. You know, that it's the gay demon thing. I could have a lot of fun with.
Gay demons.
Gay demon. Get that gay demon out of you.
I'm here for your soul.
But I don't understand why, when churches are trying to get rid of the gay, they never try to fix gay by giving these guys pussy. Because if there was ever going to be a cure, it would be, you know, the opposite. Not that I think gay can be cured, guys. I'm thinking in their thinking. If you were trying to turn them away from man ass, why not introduce women ass? Look, it's less hairy. I mean, that's got to be SDA. How would you get rid of gay?
Well, in Iran, they just like chop off their dicks and make them women.
Well, that would work, I guess.
And abracadabra,
Riley said that's
more gay.
Riley said it was
Yeah,
good.
because they state sponsor transitional surgeries.
That's
So-
forced on you.
Well, but you asked how to get rid of the gay. You didn't say to do it ethically.
No, I'm. If we're gonna do it, it can't be ethical because it's not ethical to do that.
Yeah, so that's how you just get rid of all the gay people, I guess.
Now, if you try to pray the gay away and it doesn't go away, does that mean God wanted them to be gay? I'm not religious, so I have to ask.
Deep thinking.
Well, you're the amazing atheist, so I have to ask.
Oh, that's right.
I thought I was drunk.
You are drunk. Stop it.
I'm not drunk.
Yeah, you chewed that plastic too long. You got chemicals all in your brain now. Before we get into more to that, let's see if I can do this right. This broadcast is brought to you by Sarah Bunch. If you're trying to be the best gay you can be, ease that love with a little droplet of Sarah Bunch.
That's nice, but I think you missed an opportunity there.
Oh, did I do? Well, no, I wasn't going to do the banana thing.
Nope. I was going to say, if there's a gay demon trying to get its way into you.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, well.
But no, that was a good one. And thank you for the donation there, Sarah.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Just leave gay people alone, for fuck's sake. Let them be gay if they want to be gay.
Well, I'm just
not a choice, monkey. What's wrong with you?
Whoa.
Okay, let's discuss that real quick.
Okay, no. I'm sorry. It was a joke. You don't have to.
If you are attracted to people of the same sex, that means that you have gay thoughts.
Yes.
You're not actually gay until you have gay sex. And there have been people who have gone decades and decades having sex with the opposite sex before deciding they want to try penis or vag, depending on which one. So in that, taking the action absolutely is a choice. That's all I'm saying. And the same is said for heterosexuality. If you never put your dick in it, you've never had heterosexual sex, you might be more attracted to the opposite sex, but you haven't done it yet. The actual sexuality part, the sex itself, is a choice you make. Just saying.
Unless nobody will do you, then you just go MGTOW.
True.
Oh, no.
Backscan said he's late to the party. How did we get onto gay demon sex? Apparently demons.
Because Scribe sounds like TJ, so he's a gay demon.
Yeah.
Gay demons are how people turn gay. There's these really fabulous demons that jump into your body.
Fabulous. Actually, what I'm more interested. Sorry, go ahead.
I just think this one church got the wrong idea that you beat it out of people when you actually just give them ice cream.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I guess I was thinking about the story that has surprised me the most. Maybe it shouldn't, but I guess it does. Is that this isn't conversion therapy. This is like essentially a violent exorcism, and this is being practiced in the current year, for lack of a better phrase. Which, and I understand that phrase doesn't apply to a whole hell of a lot, but honestly, you can't get much more archaic than the notion of physical abuse to beat out a demon.
Maybe he'll find out that he likes that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that blow up in their face? That would be really funny.
Oh, it would blow up in their face, all right.
He's just like, do it again. Oh my God.
Like Mr. Slave on South Park.
Yeah.
God. Okay, so our last potpourri story before we get into Deadpool, and then we'll get into the MSS News hashtag. And those of anybody in the chat or listening otherwise, if you have stories that you'd like us to take a look at or read on air or consider, please send them to us on Twitter at the hashtag MSS News.
Yes, please. And a couple of people who are joining us later asking what's up with Scribe. He's doing his SDA impersonation tonight.
Oh, sorry.
Scribe's a little under the weather, and it's coming out in his voice.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to make the most of it by sounding as appealing and newscastery as I can for this one stream, because it'll probably be gone by tomorrow. Probably.
I can never tell when I make jokes that SDA is expensive, she's mad or not, because she's quiet so often.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell.
Is she giving us the silent treatment, or does she just have nothing to say right now?
She just has nothing to say right now.
I love how you're talking about yourself in the third person. It's great.
Yes.
It's great. Okay, so last potpourri story. Ohio State attacker faulted, quote, moderate Muslims. The man responsible for a car and knife attack at Ohio State University last year left behind a torn-up note in which he urged his family to stop being moderate Muslims and said he was upset by fellow Muslims being oppressed in Myanmar, the Associated Press has learned. Abdul Razak Ali Artan also told his parents in the note, reassembled by investigators, that he, quote, will intercede for you in the day of judgment, according to the investigative case file of the attack obtained through an open records request. My family stopped being moderate Muslims, says the handwritten note transcribed by investigators and found next to Artan's bed in his family's apartment. Artan also wrote, in the end, I would like to say that I pledge my allegiance to Dawala, an Arabic word that means state or country and likely a reference to the Islamic State group. May Allah bless them, unquote. He concludes by saying he is leaving his property to his beloved, quote, but yet moderate mother. Okay. Artan's family said Artan's family was baffled by that note, which caused them a great deal of anguish, said Bob Fitricus, a Columbus attorney representing the family. To this day, the family has no idea why Artan took those actions. And then they recount the events of the day. So,
do Muslims get Jewish lawyers?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't have the answer to that one. I'm sure it has happened. SDA. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
No.
Are you awake?
Yeah.
Are you playing games on the side?
No.
Are you chewing on plastic?
No.
What are you?
You guys were just talking about Jewy lawyers.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. You got it. That's
the last thing you said. I'm listening.
Okay. Well then, our last story.
Mind your own business.
You're on a stream with us. I can't mind my own business.
Hey, real quick, I just wanted to say it's nice to see Mara in chat again.
Oh, yes.
You were missed.
Yeah, how is Mara?
She's doing better.
Yeah.
Ooh, do demons choose to be gay?
Do what?
Do demons choose to be gay?
Oh, well, demons were created by God because they're basically just fallen angels. So, probably not.
Monkey, do you know who Carl Malone is? Mailman? Yeah, I know who he is.
Oh, by the way, Monkey Dick, Jim Jones, and movies.
Monkey Dick.
It sounds weird out of your fucked up voice. Monkey Dick, Jim Jones movies.
Monkey Dick.
Monkey Dick.
Oh, yeah.
Little bit Monkey Dick.
Great. Okay. So the last kind of potpourri, kind of YouTube-y story. There's an update on the Russian Deadpool situation. Some documents have been released that kind of detail what witnesses saw that night and other details that have come out. What?
Blackest Star Wars characters.
Oh, God. Well, I could read it again in this voice.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Real quick, somebody just said that Lacey Green is going to be on Louder with Crowder. I'll have to watch that later.
Cool. Let's see. So, YouTuber accused of gunning down female co-host now charged with first-degree murder, which isn't news in and of itself. Yeah.
Just in case something occurs to me, is it okay to joke about this now? Is the body cold enough?
I think you're okay.
All right.
I'm not going to hold it against you.
All right.
If I told you had a nice body, would you hold it against me?
Absolutely, baby.
Oh, yeah. All right. Hey, baby. Barry White. Let's get it on. All right. Prosecutors in Colorado have upped the charges against Alexander Kopelkov, the YouTuber who runs the popular channel The Skeptic Feminist and who stands accused of killing his female co-host.
Popular channel, not really.
Well, this is from Ian Miles Chong of past Gamergate fame and other things. The district attorney's office on Tuesday said the 29-year-old YouTuber will now be charged with first-degree murder in the shooting death of Heather Annabelle. Previously, the charge was second-degree murder. Now, I guess maybe it was officially charged on Tuesday because we'd heard about this like a week or two ago. The coroner reported that Annabelle was shot multiple times in the neck and chest. The victim was found shot to death on the sidewalk in front of a home. Witness accounts say that both Kopelkov and Annabelle were seen together moments before the shooting, according to unsealed court records. Documents released on late Wednesday state that Kopelkov acted erratically before and after the shooting, ranting about being poisoned and making references to a conspiracy. A neighbor who called 911 after the shooting informed deputies that he saw Kopelkov naked and behaving erratically from his home. Quote, He stated Alec was FaceTiming a female, not his girlfriend, on a phone and telling her he was poisoned and the mushrooms were poisoned, deputies wrote in of the neighbor's testimony.
Are they sure it wasn't one of his girlfriends?
I don't know. This is just the notes that they had. The neighbor says he gave some of his clothes to Kopelkov and called Annabelle to help him. When Annabelle arrived, she took Kopelkov back to their shared apartment. Quote, the neighbor stated he then walked toward another friend's apartment to the east and within 60 seconds heard gunshots, wrote deputies. Other witnesses who called 911 to report the shooting say that they heard multiple shots. Quote, one reporting party stated he heard a female screaming, I can't believe, and then heard 3 gunshots, read the unsealed affidavit. He then heard a male saying, you're a monster, followed by 2 more shots while he was on the phone with 911. Deputies who arrived on the scene said that Kopelkov appeared to be under the influence of drugs during the arrest. The report states, quote, while on scene, deputies were approached by a male, Kopelkov, who was talking nonsensically. He told deputies about rats, poison, a conspiracy, and something to the effect of, quote, I had to put my sweet Heather down, unquote. Mesa County investigators are now requesting that his blood be tested for the presence of drugs. Police discovered a semi-automatic handgun next to Annabelle's lifeless body at the scene, which they believe to be the weapon used in the shooting. Let's see. And then they just kind of review what the Skeptic Feminist was about and everything.
Well, I think it's the last paragraph of the story where they tell you the difference between first and second degree.
In Colorado, first-degree murder is defined as a, quote, deliberate intentional killing of another, unquote, that is both willful or premeditated. If convicted, Kopelkov faces life imprisonment without the possibility of parole or the death penalty.
And that part's important to me in the story because it kind of makes the whole drug defense seem like at least they're not believing it at the moment.
Right.
The story doesn't make any sense to me in the first place. I think there should be a GoFundMe for the poor guy who had to see Russian Deadpool naked. Because that's, I wonder if his ball hair splits like his eyebrows.
Oh.
But, according to that, he headed off to the east or west, whatever it was, and 60 seconds later he hears gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
Which means he would have had to get all the way into his house, find the gun, and then come back outside to shoot her.
Right.
Something doesn't sit right with that. In chat, somebody asked, so he was high. There's been a lot of reports that he was high that has not been confirmed yet.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's saying that he had to put down Heather, he knew he was shooting her. He didn't think she was a demon. He didn't think she was a monster. He shot her on purpose. And one of the things we learned from this is that it wasn't a shotgun as originally reported. It was a semi-automatic handgun he shot her with. It doesn't say how many times she was actually hit.
No,
just that 5 shots total were heard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I hope he goes to prison for a long, long time because fuck that weirdo. And I don't care if you were friends with him. He killed a woman.
SDA.
What?
I don't know. Are you asleep?
No.
Okay.
The last time she sounded excited, it was when she got to say our little 3 catchphrases.
And I kind of stole that from her.
Jacob asked, so the murder was premeditated? Not necessarily.
No, but if he was
apparently,
like, I shot her and because I had to put her down, then he willfully did a killing.
Yeah, that's why I wanted that last paragraph read. In Colorado, it's not necessarily premeditated. Willful is also in their list.
Yeah. It's a fine line, but I mean, if they don't believe that he was essentially out of his mind on drugs, or that wasn't a contributing factor to his mental state, then that's why they go for first-degree murder. It's a more difficult threshold to hit when you do that, because you have to prove that he had the intent in his mind ahead of time before pulling the trigger to do that. And of course, if depending on what the defense decides to do, if they don't plead guilty out, try to plea for a lower conviction or something, or a lower sentence. The defense would probably go for, trying to show that he did it, but he was under the influence of drugs, therefore not in his right mind, therefore technically, mentally incapacitated at the time, and it's like second or third degree murder or manslaughter or something they'd probably go for. So We will see. That's
The
all.
other thing.
Yeah.
The other thing I'll say is that article does get a few things wrong.
Mm.
One, popular is definitely a relative term.
Yeah.
But in there, it says that Russian Deadpool started the channel with Annabelle, which he did not.
Mm.
And we, according to that report, we don't know necessarily that it was Athena he was talking to,
Right.
because not his girlfriend. But it is odd to me that they didn't point out that he had 3 girlfriends and only killed one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay, so now we're on to the MSS News hashtag. Let's see. Scotch has sent us several stories today. Let's see.
thank you, Scotch.
Thank you, Scotch.
Thank you guys for sending in those stories. It really does help us out. If you
Mhm.
have some, as Scribe told us earlier, that's hashtag MSS News on Twitter.
So this first one, it's a very brief story. A Swedish entrepreneur wants to own Kofefe trademark. After Donald Trump's
Bullshit.
Kofefe tweet went viral, Swedish entrepreneur Per Holknekt quickly jumped on the bandwagon, applying to register the new word as a trademark. Donald Trump is famous for sparking Twitter controversies, but a tweet from the U.S. president in the early hours of Wednesday morning left the world more baffled than usual. The tweet said, "Despite the constant negative press, Kofefe." You know, I think Kofefe, from that context, sounds more like it means kerfuffle.
It kind of does, yeah. And
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was I was watching, but somebody guessed that that's what he was actually trying to say.
Right.
I think that might have been Worski.
Let's see. Let's see. So yeah, I've got my trademark radar switched on around the clock. I now own the EU rights for the perhaps most talked about word in the world right now. All the marketing has already been done by the media. It's superb. How do you make money off of that? I guess like you sell T-shirts or something.
I'm going to make a Kafifi T-shirt. I'm going to do
Yeah.
that while we're live on air.
There you go. A PRV spokesperson told The Local, however, that the application process can take up to 8 weeks. Until then, Holknekt does not, strictly speaking, own the trademark. Okay, guys, you got an 8-week window to make your Kofefe T-shirts and other products.
And then by then, nobody.
By then, it won't be a meme.
Yeah, nobody will give a shit. Let's see. Especially if he's the person to first ever use the word, doesn't Donald Trump have a pretty strong claim to that trademark?
Yes.
You know, he invented the word. So anyway, what's next? We have a Heat Street article from a couple of days ago. What is Kekistan? The internet's most controversial political meme explained. Do we want to define Kekistan on the air? Because I think it's better being amorphous and mythical.
Well, I saw a map today showing it with
that's true.
the city of Kafifi.
Yeah, Kafifi. Yeah, I think Sinatra says put that together. That's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, that was great.
Let's see. I'll give the brief thing. Kekistan is a portmanteau of Kek and the names of Central Asian countries that end in the suffix stan. Drawing its origins from World of Warcraft, the word Kek is an in-game translation of lol. Kekistanis, the ethnic members of the fictional country, are essentially shitposters who've been driven into exile by censorious social justice warriors.
Sorta.
Yes.
Not like really in exile or anything.
Mm.
It's just kind of funny.
Yeah, there's that too. Some people are taking it way too seriously and like getting all butthurt about it. Like, oh my God, it's like fascist iconography, you know, something. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, did you see? I don't know if you guys follow Poisoning the Well. Do you guys watch them at all?
A little bit.
No, I can't say I have.
Fat Pat, who's one of the guys on the show, was holding up a Kekistani flag, talking about putting it up in his vape shop when he gets one. And
nice.
I think it was Chrissy who lost her fucking mind about it.
Okay.
Because it's, putting up a Nazi-like flag in your vape shop. I'm like, really? It's a joke, you fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Nothing is a joke to them, though.
It's so fucking sad.
A sense of humor is a rare talent, I guess.
Well, for you.
For me,
Yeah.
I don't have a sense of humor.
Mm.
Really?
Jesus,
I,
she's rough tonight.
my mom thinks I'm funny.
Mm.
Okay, well, I'll just keep reading silly stories. Peter Built Nation, the other Peter, sent us a story. It's a brief
Peter.
story. I really hope is this oh, it is. It is. We have Florida Man. Ladies
Florida
and gentlemen,
Man.
it's our nightly Florida Man is making an appearance. Okay, digging
It's a
it
bird.
a little
It's a
too
plane. It's a moron.
You have no idea. Digging it a little too much. Naked man climbs excavator on a Florida highway and starts masturbating in front of laughing drivers. Shocking video has emerged of a naked man masturbating while straddling the top of a construction digger's arm on a highway. The video, which appears to have been shot from a moving car on a Miami Beach highway on Sunday, shows the unnamed man stood atop a cat digger. Oh, God. As the car passes by the man, it becomes increasingly clear that he is naked and pleasuring himself. The video, which was uploaded to LiveLeak, of course, shows the car's occupants cheering as they realize what's happening, but those on the ground are likely less joyful about the situation. They include a team of construction workers and Florida Highway Patrol officers. Exactly why the man is touching himself is unclear. Well, I think I know why he was touching himself, because he was jerking off. Maybe he gets off on construction. He really does get off on construction equipment. Ha ha.
Nice.
See,
Nicely
SDA,
played.
I have a sense of humor. See? You believe me now, don't you?
Why are you so quiet? Speak up.
I'm not being quiet.
What are you being then?
Not talkative.
That's quiet.
No.
Why are you not talkative? Are you in a bad mood?
No.
Are you in a good mood?
Eh.
You're in a neutral mood.
Yeah.
So you're the living embodiment of Switzerland.
Sure.
Okay. Make me some cheese.
No.
Oh.
Make me some cheese.
Well, she's Switzerland. I'd like, make me some cheese. Okay, moving on. Staff reporter Jack Cochran gives us this one. Let's see. This looks interesting. Student wants to change name of James Madison Memorial High School, citing former president's slave-holding legacy. Of course. Maya Berry, a senior at James Madison Memorial High School, is asking the Madison Metropolitan School District to change the name of the school, citing the need to create a more inclusive environment for African American students. Because the name of the school prohibits African American students?
Yes.
That's me asking the question. The school was named after James Madison, the fourth president of the United States. According to archived information from James Madison's estate, the founding father from Virginia inherited over 100 slaves along with the Montpelier plantation from his father, James Madison Sr. It is estimated that at least 5 generations of enslaved African Americans lived at the, is it Montpelier? I don't know. How's that supposed to be pronounced?
I don't know.
Okay, well, yeah, Montpelier Plantation. Madison was one of the 18 United States presidents who owned slaves. The city of Madison was also named for James Madison. Barry's Change.org petition garnered over 1,000 signatures since it was posted 2 days ago. On the petition, she details her experience as a black student at Memorial, saying the name of the school contributes to a hostile school culture. Really? The name of the school. Quote, the lack of representation I feel in this school makes me feel more than unsafe. Feel. Barry writes in the petition. I'm still quoting, I do not feel supported by the majority of staff in Memorial, especially considering the fact that I've been called the N-word multiple times, along with having an individual threaten me by telling me they would lynch me. And this is all the fault of the name of the school. Changing the name of the school is magical words that will somehow take the curse off of the school. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. In an interview with the Cap Times, Barry said the incidents involved other students and they did not happen this school year. Okay. She said she did not feel comfortable reporting the incidents to staff and Memorial when they occurred. Why not? At the time, I didn't feel safe. Well, there's that too. Quote, at the time, I didn't feel safe. I didn't know who to reach out to. Now that I'm a senior and I've become more comfortable speaking out, I've told more people about it, she said.
Now that I get to leave and I don't
Right.
ever have to come back or prove anything.
Yeah. I feel like faculty overhear injustice and they know it's wrong. Some of them don't speak up, and that adds to the unsafe environment. In an email to the Cap Times Memorial High School, Principal Jay Affelt said that he was not aware of Barry's complaints, but is following up with her and other students. Yeah, well, she didn't report them. I'm not surprised you're not aware of it. So it's like this is a blindsiding. Let's see. That's basically the story, yeah. Yeah, so remember, kids, if something is named a particular way, that imparts a curse of the namement's past actions upon anybody who's at that school. It's like putting a mummy's curse on a tomb or something.
That's retarded.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, we have another Florida man.
What's that one?
Staff reporter Jack Cochran. Florida man who used sextortion to force girls into sex with siblings and pets gets 19-year prison sentence. Well, good, but what the fuck? Okay, a Florida man who used screen names like School is Coolio and Cutie Pie Ashley to gain the trust of young girls before forcing them to commit grotesque sexual acts as he watched over Skype was sentenced to almost 19 years in prison. Federal investigators began pursuing Justin Sean Smith when they received a tip from Interpol that an 11-year-old girl in London had performed sexual acts on Skype for someone she thought was a teenage boy named Cody Matthews on the website kidschat.net. Ugh. The Homeland Security Investigations agent found that Smith of Miami Beach was the user of the Cody Matthews moniker, and an examination of Smith's computer showed hundreds of chats with different underage girls. The agents interviewed about 20 of the girls who were between the ages of 7 and 14 at the time of the chats.
Ugh.
The 35-year-old Smith later admitted that he talked with the children about sexual topics, and some of the children would show their genitals to him via their webcams.
What the fuck?
Quote, generally, Smith would convince the minor girls to undress and engage in sexually explicit conduct with a sibling or pet, say court papers filed by federal prosecutors in advance of trial. Smith would often threaten the minor girls, stating he would publish their nude photos or tell their parents if they did not do what he wanted. By obtaining sexual photos of his victims and then threatening to expose the images if they didn't comply with his demands, Smith was engaged in sextortion, a growing online practice used by sexual predators to produce child pornography and take advantage of children. A Department of Justice report last year declared that sextortion, quote, has become a major threat in recent years, unquote. The Brookings Institute produced a detailed report that investigated 80 cases of sextortion and said, quote, for the first time in the history of the world, the global connectivity of the internet means that you don't have to be in the same country as someone to sexually menace that person. Yeah, okay. After Smith serves his prison term of 19 years, he'll begin 25 years of supervised release. That's disgusting.
Yes.
Boggles the mind, but is absolutely disgusting. Okay. And I'll do one more because we're at the top of the hour, and then we can move into YouTube stuff. This one comes from Moonshock. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So remember the rapping thesis?
Yes.
No.
You don't remember the rapping thesis? Really?
It's when Scribe did his beatbox for us.
I remember the rapping thesis.
Okay. And also the wrote Black Lives Matter 100 times on a piece of paper and turned it in, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's another one for that pile. Teen's essay about pizza scores Yale University admission.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Many teens love pizza, but one brainy Tennessee student was able to use her love of delivery pies to score admission to one of the country's top universities. Carolina Williams, a recent graduate of Ravenwood High School in Brentwood, Tennessee, was accepted to Yale in March, with an admissions officer noting her standout answer to a short essay prompt to write about something she loves to do: order pizza from Papa John's.
What?
According to the Tennessean, Williams says her answer was the first thing that came to mind, but it probably didn't hurt that she also ranked in the top 10 of her graduating class and participated in several extracurricular activities, including English Honor Society, National Honor Society, Model UN, and Youth in Government. Quote, honestly, I thought I should go with the first thing that popped into my head, Williams told the paper. It was completely genuine. Oh, God. Okay. The Yale admissions officer reviewing Williams' application was tickled by the response. As a fellow lover of pizza, I laughed out loud, then ordered pizza after reading your application, her acceptance note said. Can I get a... There's got to be a quote from this thing I can read, because I'm just curious. Okay, this is some... okay, she posted photos of her actual submission. No, that's a submission. That's the acceptance letter. No, that's the acceptance. I want to see okay. Here's a excerpt from this. Oh wait, no, this is the admissions officer stuff. No, I want to see the actual. I don't have any quotes from it, so unfortunately, I can't see the essay, which is unfortunate. But yeah, of course, Papa John's was thrilled with the story. Let's see. Okay, I was expecting them to say, like, here's free pizza for a year or something, but
What'd they do? Anything?
Let's see. The tweet says, congratulations, Carolina. We're so honored that you wrote about us in your essay. Send us a DM, please. Oh, they'll probably do something then. Okay. They'll probably do something. Yeah, so there you go. Of course, like they say, she was doing other things other than just writing this essay about pizza, but still silly. Yale. Oh, Yale. Okay, well, that is the end of news, unless something else occurs in the next little while in the wonderful world.
Here's a little news. I just put a link in the chat there for the new Make Covfefe Great Again t-shirt.
Let's see this. I got to see this deal.
Oh, it's just text on a shirt. Looks like the hat, but with
MCGA, Mucka.
Because I'm a whore.
Well, hey. And how much is this shirt, Monkey?
I don't know. It's set whatever the price is. I think it's 21 and change.
Okay. Well, there you go. If you want a Make Covfefe Great Again shirt before it is trademarked by some crazy guy in, what was it, like Sweden or something?
Yeah.
There you go.
Fuck him.
Oh, Scribe Light. The mirror shows the pizza essay. Okay, well, I'll see if I can find the pizza essay. Let's see. Team's essay.
Actually, I need to get a shirt designed for the upcoming holiday.
What holiday is that?
July 4th.
Oh. What is it going to say?
I don't know yet.
Well,
that's why I said I need to get it designed. I rarely have these things in mind when I start.
Well, I
sit down with Photoshop and fuck with it till something jumps in my head.
Should we brainstorm on what your 4th of July t-shirt could say?
Yeah, we can open it up to chat. Chat, what should a 4th of July shirt say? And English people don't get a vote because y'all lost that one.
That's right. And make sure it's got to have something to do with monkey. It's got to be a monkey specific 4th of July type thing. Shall we move on to YouTube stuffs?
Sure.
Monkey, are you working on anything right now?
I'm in one of those places where I want to make a video, but I know it's a bad idea because it's just going to cause a bunch of shit. There's actually two. I want to make. I've really considered responding to vegans again.
Oh,
and their retarded cow argument. Ask Yourself has put a video out there challenging any how did he put it, anyone with a moderate sized audience at least to debate. I'm sorry, my mind is, I'm trying to spit this out, guys. I'm sorry, I sound like a moron here. To debate the morality of veganism, and I said on a stream the other day that I would be willing to debate him, but I've changed my mind on that for one reason, because he put that disclaimer in there about moderately sized channels, this little fucktard isn't willing to debate people with small channels. Wouldn't you want to debate everybody anywhere to get your message out? Or is this just about self-promotion? It seems to be about self-promotion, so fuck him. He's not, no, fuck him. But I am thinking about answering the moronic, what if a retard has the same intellectual capacity as a cow? Would you eat him? No, motherfucker, that's retarded. So I've thought about that one. And then there's a YouTuber named Near Edge who made a video in defense of teal deer.
Oh.
And I've thought about responding to that one because it's really annoying me. There's one part of it that he's upset because people are criticizing teal deer, and he actually says, why is it people aren't allowed to criticize people? Talking about teal deer criticizing other people. And I'm so tired of that kind of thinking. People criticizing teal deer for what he says is not saying teal deer can't criticize people.
It's
Right.
criticizing teal deer for what he said.
Yes, exactly.
Are you retarded? Not you, but like.
I know what you're saying, yeah, but I don't understand why that becomes an argument that, well, he was just criticizing people. Why should you criticize him for that?
Well, because I'm
just
responding
criticizing.
to his criticisms.
Yeah, and
You hush.
so I
Yes,
know,
dear.
I know that one would bring me a shit ton of hate, but it's one of those times that I'm having trouble holding my tongue.
What if I do it? I might
You can
do
it
it
if you
now
want, but it's
because
you don't want to do that.
I don't know. I kind of want to kick a hornet's nest. I might because that's annoying. Because if somebody criticizes you and you respond, that's not you being mad that somebody criticized you. I mean, unless that's explicitly your response. But if your response is genuine response to that person's criticisms, then you're taking in the criticism and you're thinking about it, and then you're responding. It's a conversation.
Well, there's another part of the video, and I want to highlight something that Teal Deer does a lot, especially when it comes to these kind of things. This is all around his Lacy Green video that he made. And for those of you who haven't seen it, in the middle of his Lacy Green video, for reasons that still escape me, he decided to take a shot at female skeptic YouTubers. And while he doesn't name them, he flashes, 6 or 7 of them on the screen, including Roaming Millennial, a bit of Brit, I can't remember who else he shows. But he doesn't specifically criticize anything any of them have done. He just talks very generally about how people have come and they don't give the deepest arguments. Well, this guy, Near Edge, makes his video, and Teal Deer responds in a comment there. And he starts his response with, just know if you're going to criticize female YouTubers, the white knights are going to show up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, look, you dick, you didn't specifically criticize anything about a YouTuber. You generally insulted all of these women, and now you're acting like you gave specific criticism about one of them. And I think it's his dickish comment there where he does that shit that made me really want to do it. He does this thing where he poisons the well. In that same video, he talks about how now this is going to be the part everybody talks about. Well, of course it is, because you were being a dick there. You baited people specifically, and then you go, oh, watch how they're all going to white knight. No, fuck you. There's a valid criticism of what you were doing there. You were being a dick. And it's okay for people to come out and go, you were a dick, and it's not white knighting. It's pointing out the obvious. But he does that a lot. He'll poison the well with things like, watch what's going to happen. And then when it happens, because how can I put this? If you told a group of friends, watch, this guy's going to get really mad at me, and then you walk up and you punch him in the face, you didn't make a prediction. You were an asshole, and you did something that made the guy mad. You provoked him. It's not like you had some great Miss Cleo type powers. If you're if you're a dick, chances are people are going to respond negatively to it. It's not, you're not some genius for figuring that out.
Mm-hmm.
But he does that a lot. He poisons the well when he talks about this kind of shit. Like, watch how mad they're going to get. And he does something really dickish and like, yeah, that's going to make people mad, dumbass. And then all of his followers, he's so smart. He's so smart. Look, they did just what he said he did.
Well, the other thing too is that he's not criticizing female YouTubers. He was just kind of like, I'm upset because female YouTubers, here's some female YouTubers, okay, bye. That's not criticizing anybody specifically. That's just whining. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, I have trouble holding my tongue on this one because it's such bullshit. If you like Teal Deer, fine, but please stop pretending like he's some god that knows everything and is a fucking genius. The guy types something into Google, reads what he finds, and then makes an asinine statement about it. Fucking,
you really don't like
so
him.
yeah. Do you hear how he's an ass? He's a fucking asshole.
Ooh, angry.
And I just can't. I don't understand why people in my video, like I said, I pointed out he made a factual error, and people actually said to me he was mostly right. That is fucking stupid. Mostly right means wrong. You can't be. I'm done. Who else has stuff going on YouTube?
Tell us how you really feel.
Ugh.
This,
yeah.
Why'd you just do that with your voice?
Because it's my voice. I can't help it. It's just the way it is. What are you working on, SDA, if anything?
Well, now I'm working on a Near Edge Teal Deer. What am I working on, Monkey?
It's on Near Edge's channel. I actually like Near Edge. He's a nice guy, and I like most of his videos, but that one really just pissed me off.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I'm working on that.
Before we go on, a story was alerted to me in the chat by Jonokai, and I found a copy of it. I'll just read this real quick as an additional, because this caught my attention. The headline should tell you just about everything you need to know. This is from Newsweek, posted yesterday. Black Lives Matter wins Global Peace Prize for championing justice and equality.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Fuck.
The Black Lives Matter social justice movement has been recognized with a Global Peace Prize that in the past has highlighted the work of South African civil rights activist Desmond Tutu, renowned philosopher Noam Chomsky, and former Irish President Mary Robinson. The Sydney Peace Foundation announced last week it will give Black Lives Matter its 2017 Peace Prize during a ceremony scheduled in November for Sydney. The award recognizes the work of the founding leaders of the social justice activist network, Patrisse Cullors, Alicia Garza, and Opal Tometi, who began working together after Florida neighborhood watchman George Zimmerman was acquitted in 2013 in the shooting death of black teen Trayvon Martin. Quote, "This is the first time that a movement and not a person has been awarded the Peace Prize, a timely choice. Climate change is escalating fast. Increasing inequality and racism are feeding divisiveness, and we are in the middle of the worst refugee crisis since World War II. Yet many establishment leaders across the world stick their heads in the sand or turn their backs on justice, fairness, and equality," the Sydney Peace Foundation said in announcing the award. Black Lives Matter has sometimes been accused by critics of stirring racist division and violence, while organizers and supporters, including former President Barack Obama, have praised the activists for highlighting police brutality, economic inequality, and other societal woes in the aftermath of the 2014 police shooting of Michael Brown, 18, in Ferguson, Missouri, and other violence. That's basically it. So there you go.
So they're praising them for pointing out Desmond Tutu's accomplishments. Is that what the first part of that was saying?
No. This award has been in the past given to Desmond Tutu.
Oh, okay.
And Noam Chomsky. Yeah, sorry.
Someone's name is Desmond Tutu.
Yeah.
It's true. You don't know who Desmond Tutu is. Okay.
Well, to be fair, his popularity was back in the late 80s.
Legit. Okay.
Yeah, and you guys are like so old you're about to die, so.
Oh.
How bad are you going to feel if I die
Especially
tonight in my
Scribe.
sleep?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna feel pretty bad.
Yeah, so don't put that out there.
Yeah, she'll feel really bad, but you won't be around to hear it.
That's right, yeah.
Let's see. So as far as YouTube stuff, I Aside from my little Star Wars Emperor Palpatine impression I put up this morning, I am still working on the Privilege Walk video.
Oh yeah.
I have the audio recorded. I have the video chopped up. It'll just be a matter of arranging everything.
Wait a minute. Faye, you thought Michael Brown was 40?
What?
It's not 40.
I never. Who are you talking to?
Will be.
No, I'm talking to Bay.
Oh,
In chat, she said she thought Michael Brown was 40.
well, she's Australian. What does she know?
Hey,
Crikey!
It's
you
all
knock
that
it
damn
off.
dick bacon.
Yeah, Dick Bacon makes your brain go. Michael Brown's 40.
Hashtag dick bacon.
Dick Bacon.
Stop being mean to Bay.
I wonder how hard it would be to get dick bacon to trend.
There's probably a guy out there named Richard Bacon. He'd probably be pissed off.
That would be funny though.
Bacon, 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 bacon there. What's in the bag? I can't read. What does it say? Bacon strips.
you.
Uh-oh, who's that?
Who do you? It's Lady Monkey.
Okay, well, it could be Lady Monkey, it could be Grand Monkey. I don't know. You sounded like you're talking to a 2-year-old at that point. Hello.
Oh, that's creepy.
Even Scribe is grossed out by you.
I know, right? Yeah. Eee.
Don't agree with me.
What? Jesus. I can't win for
Mara
losing.
loves dick bacon.
Oh, Dick Bacon. We gotta find somebody named Dick Bacon and have them on the show.
Dick bacon.
Tonight we're gonna interview Dick Bacon. So
Did you tell
Dick-
Lady Monkey that we say hi?
Oh yeah.
I was supposed to tell you they say hi, even though she didn't say hi.
Hi.
Well, I just said hi.
Hi. Oh, I didn't hear you. We were talking about dick bacon.
Dick Bacon.
Monkey, your new T-shirt, dick bacon.
Yeah. You should get a profile of Dick Bacon, just put it up
Yep.
there on a shirt.
Yeah, we'll have to do a dick bacon T-shirt.
Dick Bacon, yeah. Y'all are
Mara
mean.
says we're mean.
Oh,
Y'all.
Don't
No.
say y'all. You can't say it.
She said
Do
that.
Australians say y'all?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Monkey
How,
can say it.
how do you say
Y'all don't
y'all?
say y'all?
I don't know.
Y'all.
It's not how Scribe says it.
Y'all.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about that?
Bloodwing was
That's what I
right.
said.
Bloodwing was right.
Yeah, because he said that you say it like a damn Yankee, and you do.
Well, I am a damn Yankee.
Yeah, I know, which is why you sound like the amazing atheist, because you both have that silly accent.
I have a silly accent.
Well, now you do. It's like very
Scribe.
accentuated.
Yes,
Scribe, how
Monkey.
you doing over there?
I'm doing okay, Monkey. How about you?
I'm really good. I'm real good. I feel good.
Yeah,
I feel
I-
real good.
I think you feel.
You
Real
should
good
feel
too. Yeah. When I use a little bit of that magical Sarah Bunch lube. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
For them gay demons.
Bunch lube.
I like the gay demons.
Mm.
SDA. SDA.
Yeah.
Hello. Are you okay
Hi.
over there?
Uh-huh.
What are you thinking about?
Monkey
What are you wearing?
dick.
Whoa.
Oh. And the voice does it again.
Yes. Nobody puts SDA in the corner.
um what part of the show are we on right now? Besides-
Well, we got kind of past YouTube, and now we're just kind of like
Okay.
using our sexy
Was there anything
voices.
else going on is there any YouTube drama now?
I don't know.
You know what? I will say this. I've always hated the idea of gaming videos like Let's Plays.
Why?
I'm always like, what kind of fucking idiot watches this? Who would watch this instead of playing?
I can
And
explain
I
that a
found
little
myself.
bit. Go ahead.
Well, I found myself watching Let's Play videos.
Mhm. Now, see, I can sympathize with the concept because I remember back in the olden days when there were arcades and you had games that had stories to them. Specifically, I remember the one time that I went to Las Vegas with my family when I was relatively young. We stayed at Circus Circus, and Circus Circus probably still has, but at least at the time had this gigantic video game arcade. And there, smack in the middle, was the Punisher arcade game. And I didn't want to pay any money because I didn't have any because I was a little kid. But there was some guy there that was willing to pay every quarter and play all the way through the game. And I wanted to know what happened in the game. So I just stood there and watched because I didn't want to pay for it.
Okay.
So with games that are linear, especially games that are have a narrative that there's only one way it can go or whatever else, especially like comic book games or stuff like that I don't actually want to pay for, I will watch someone's Let's Play, because even if the way they do it might vary from here, there, and otherwise, it's effectively the same experience watching the story unfold with somebody else playing it. So that's why I look, if I'm going to watch a Let's Play, like of, what's the last one I watched? Dante's Inferno. I for whatever reason, like a link came up in the algorithm that was like, oh, Dante's Inferno Let's Play, no commentary. I'm like, okay. And I watched this entire like little mini movie with gameplay in the middle play out, and just filled up some time while I was at work. And I never had to pay for Dante's Inferno. I never had to play it. I never had to go through the frustration of getting through tough fights or anything. And there you go.
I like watching all of the Five Nights at Freddy's Let's Plays, because I like Five Nights at Freddy's and the lore, and I've read the book, but I'm terrified to play the games. So
I can see
I'm a
that.
chicken.
Yeah.
No, there's a new game on Steam.
Yeah, when I say I'm a chicken.
Sorry, chicken. It's okay.
No, it's okay if you say it's fine.
There's a game on Steam called Player Unknown's Battlegrounds.
Okay.
And it's a really cool concept if you like first-person shooters. They drop 100 people onto a map, and there's this circle on the map that you have to stay inside of, and it slowly gets smaller.
Oh.
And you have to, if you're outside of it, you'll eventually die. So it pushes these 100 people together until there's a last man standing. And I've been addicted to watching these. But other than that, yeah, I haven't done too much else on YouTube. Somebody said the Joy Sparkles BS is going to debate omnipolitics on Saturday.
Okay.
I can't think of a more annoying combination. Joy Sparkles and a pedophile. Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
have fun with it.
Shit taste in games. I've never played the games. I'm scared of them.
let's see. Scribe Light, do you like Injustice 2? I like watching the videos of it. I'm no good at fighting games myself, and I don't want to invest in them, but the storyline and watching the different moves and stuff. I mean, watching Injustice 2 videos is sort of, as the new characters are revealed and everything, it's kind of like the olden days where I'd go down to the arcade and watch the new Mortal Kombat game and people playing it that knew what they were doing and doing all the secret moves and all that fun stuff. So, and I like superheroes.
I always
and
hated
stuff.
those because I'm bad at them. I like,
Yeah.
I'm with you. I like putting it on 2-player and just playing one myself against the lifeless body there, because it's the only way I can get any moves off.
Yeah, fighting games for the most part is a completely spectator sport for me. I'm not good at it really.
Peter said that the new Friday the 13th game is fun to watch. I did get to see Mundane Matt playing it, and it looks interesting. I just think Jason's way overpowered.
Yeah. Well, he's supposed to be. I mean, that is kind of like how the movies operate. So
it is, but I don't know how much they've changed this, but I saw somebody playing as Jason, and they were able to like instantly jump to people, and I can see instantly jumping close to them, but right on top of them,
yeah,
Jason still has to walk around in the movies.
it's true. Well, kind of. I mean, he does seemingly teleport sometimes because it's just a bit too convenient how fast he gets from point A to point B. But
somebody asked, Fingers McGee asked our thoughts on Copper Cab. Probably one of the greatest trolls on the internet.
Yeah, that's about right up there. He's sort of like the Godfrey Elfwin or whatever that guy's name, Elfwick of the local YouTube community.
Yeah,
you know who Godfrey Elfwick is?
I don't, but I'm going to agree with you.
How do you not know who Godfrey Elfwick is?
Tell me who he is, and I'll tell you why I don't know.
He's a super duper Twitter and internet troll who's like one of the best trolls. He's gotten himself in his stories and tweets and such on national news before and completely fake people out.
Oh, because I'm new to all of that, really.
Oh, somebody mentioned Ohmwrecker in the chat. I used to watch Ohmwrecker and those guys a lot, and it just somehow his voice got irritating to me, and I stopped watching a long time ago. But I used to watch those guys quite a bit, and it just became silly. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy Let's Plays for the most part that are no commentary. I just want to watch the game. There are a couple of channels that I really love that find all the glitches in games and exploit them for humor. And the best one is I don't know how to pronounce it in real because those guys are like Norwegian or something. But my dumb American dialect says it's Burger Paul. So if you ever watch Burger Paul, it's BIRGIRPAL or something. Those two guys, him and Bonsai, are just fucking hilarious. And when they're like, they take a new game and or some crappy old game and they just kind of try to break it, and their commentary is hilarious.
For me, Copper Cab, if you want the best of Copper Cab, watch his music videos. They are fucking awesome for all the wrong reasons. But otherwise, yeah, he's just a troll.
Let's turn it over to chat because, truth be told, my voice and my throat are starting to get tired, and not for the reasons that some of you gross motherfuckers might think. So, let's give about maybe the next half an hour or so, or 20 minutes to the chat, and we'll see if
Is that the first time you've ever said motherfucker on stream?
I think it's the first time I've heard him say it.
Possible. I don't swear that much.
Coming out of your face.
No, it was. If it was your normal voice, I think it would have been startling. And the only reason that I even noticed it is because I haven't heard you say it. But it was very, very smooth.
Well,
motherfuckers.
Don't keep doing it.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, I generally don't see. I think it has more impact if I generally don't swear, because then when I do, it has more meaning to things. Like, it shows that I'm actually angry and I'm not just using it as part of my natural vocabulary. So there's that too. I don't really naturally use a lot of swear words, so when it does happen, it probably means something, or I'm just trying to be funny. Because I don't have a sense of humor.
It's true.
That's what SDA said.
Wow.
But she likes stick bacon.
Let's see, chat. If you have questions for us, be sure to put big question marks or at the end of your sentences, or let's see. We're not doing monkey well wishes today, so we don't have the monkey thing.
You could do monkey well wishes if you
wanted.
wanted.
You could if you wanted to. Yeah.
I have feelings.
Monkey is influencing Scribe, says Triggerati. Yeah, well, we feed off of each other in more ways than one.
Yeah, this is true.
And also, just do a Judge Dredd voice. I am the law. I don't know. I can't do that. I wish I could do Carl Urban's Judge Dredd voice.
You kind of sounded more like Beavis when you did that.
Beavis. Yeah.
Breaking the law.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Guys, if you'd like to donate to Scribe, there's a $sign in the bottom left-hand corner. For what is the minimum donation? As little as $2, you can get some bubblegum money.
Gum money. I can chew some lozenge gum, some mint gum to try to ease my sore throat. Let's see. Any of you see the Invest Like a Feminist ad? No. The Invest Like a Feminist ad. I'll have to look that up. I don't know.
Me too. That sounds like something I'd like. Can Scribe and Monkey talk low, slow, and dirty in a collab video?
Oh.
We'll read 50 Shades of Grey.
Should I find an excerpt online right now and just read a little bit?
Oh, God. You should look at some of them.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find a 50 Shades of Grey speed read 14 naughtiest bits. Okay, where's... okay, let's see if I'll take a look real quick. Okay, this one doesn't have anything really bad on it. So this is from Anastasia and Christian's hot elevator makeout session. Now, of course, this is coming from her perspective, so my voice isn't going to match, but whatever. Before I know it, he's got both of my hands in his vice-like grip above my head, and he's pinning me to the wall using his lips. His other hand grabs my hair and yanks down, bringing my face up. His lips are on mine. My tongue tentatively strokes his and joins his in a slow, erotic dance.
Talk hard to me.
His erection is against my belly. Unquote.
His erection is against her belly?
Yeah, well, must be pretty short or something. I don't know.
Or he's really long.
Yeah. Let's see.
No wonder she liked him. Jesus Christ.
Can we stop this?
Wait. No, here's the best part. Here's the best one for this.
No.
Christian's dirty talk. Okay. Show me how you pleasure yourself. Still. We're going to have to work on you keeping still, baby. Let's see if we can make you come like this. You're so deliciously wet. God, I want you. I'm going to fuck you down with steel hard. Come for me, Anna.
Like,
Come
Oh my
not.
god! You know what the really bad thing is? I could have written this shit so easily. Oh my god! I could be a zillionaire right now. Oh, if only I'd started when I was 19. Oh, anyway, moving on. Let's see. Peter.
STA is moist.
Yeah, STA is moist.
No, she's fucking not.
Okay.
We just
Yeah.
killed her vagina.
She's not moist. She's gushing.
You can
Let's
knock it
see.
off.
I know. I could knock it off pretty easy. Let's see. 50 Shades sucks. Yeah, you're right. It does. I'm sorry I even read that. I apologize.
I thought that was cool. Chili said this is super awkward.
It is. It was really weird. And that's Christian ordering an Uber, says the Jack Cochran.
Have you read the whole book, or do you know how it ends at least?
No, I have, except for some bits and pieces and knowing the general narrative. I
want to ruin this for you, but I still want to try to do.
I don't.
Oh, I did talk to Jeff Holiday about
yes
how we can work out our thing,
Mhm.
and he did suggest Rabbit.
Okay.
So we're gonna see how we can hook that up and try to get that working.
Okay.
For those of you who have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, we want to do a kind of a mystery science theater kind of thing, where the three of us watch a movie together. We won't show the movie, but we'll record our reaction and then play that for you guys. And if you guys want to watch along on your own with the movie, then you can do it.
Yeah. SDA, what's your opinion on Tosh.0?
I don't have one.
Okay. That was easy. Zenith, thank you. Stop reading Bill O'Reilly's phone conversations. When you're in the shower, you should use one of those falafel things on yourself. I'm almost
so great.
I'm almost quoting because he meant loofah, but he said falafel apparently in the conversation years ago with Andrea Macris. Zenith says also loans. Loans. God, guys, a loan. What kind of loan?
A payday loan, a predatory loan.
A predatory loan. Okay. Let's see. What can I do here? This broadcast is brought to you by Zenith Payday Loans. It's not loan sharking. It's loans. I guess. I don't know. I can't do anything today. Because it really is. It's loan sharking. They get away with it now because it's loan sharking because they made it legal to loan shark.
Mara, who are you talking about? Mara said she's pregnant and can already tell her unborn baby is going to be kinky because it moved when he did a bad to her or something.
She's talking about the end of the last book.
Oh, is that
You are
really?
shitting me.
All right.
The character makes that observation about her unborn child.
That's fucked up.
Okay. Word to the wise. If you want relatively quality smut in erotica, read the Sleeping Beauty trilogy that Anne Rice wrote back in the 80s. Okay, the first book especially, the latter books are, but I mean, yards and miles away from 50 Shades of Grey, and you'll have a much better literary experience reading those things. Because just the bits and pieces I've read here and in the past of 50 Shades of Grey, good God. Seriously, I could have written something much better than this, and I'd be a zillionaire now, maybe. But anyway. SDA, have you been to Vegas?
No.
Scotch, okay. You quick answers today. AKA Baby is a Vampire. Yeah, kind of. Since this is all just basically Twilight fanfic with names changed around. Anne Rice is a devout Christian. Well, now she is. She wasn't at the time, but she's become a kind of a Jesus freak in the meantime. I also hear that they're going to be making the Vampire Chronicles a Netflix series or like a Game of Thrones type series somewhere. So you have like Vampire Lestat and Armand and all that stuff in a new series, which might or might not be cool depending on how they do it.
Scribe, I found a much better passage for you to read.
Oh, you did? Okay.
No, Monkey, you piece of shit. What is wrong with you?
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Okay. All right. Tweet it to me.
Tweet
me a link or something. This ought to be fun.
Yeah, since privately.
Mm.
Man, I'm gonna have to close my DMs. I can't find anybody in here anymore.
Scribe Light, have any of you been flying in a small plane?
I have. I was
No.
really sick and about 10 years old, and no, my
Been?
uncle's a
No.
pilot.
Yeah.
And it
I
was
have.
one of
I have in the past, a long time ago when I was a kid, but no, not recently.
Okay, you'll have to scroll down just a little bit to get to the actual part you have to read. It's in a gray box.
Okay, I will. Let's see. What is this? Oh, okay.
No fair reading ahead.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ! Seriously? Oh my God. Okay.
Seriously.
His breathing is ragged, matching mine. When did you start on your period, Anastasia? He asks out of the blue, gazing down at me. Yesterday, I mumble in my high aroused state. Good. He releases me and turns me around. Hold on to the sink, he orders, and pulls my hips back again, like he did,
Oh yeah.
like he did in the playroom. So I'm bending down. He reaches between my legs and pulls on the blue string. What? And a gently pulls my tampon out and tosses it into the nearby toilet. Holy fuck. Sweet mother of all. Geez. And then he's inside me. Skin against skin. Moving slowly at first. Easily. Testing me. Pushing me. Oh my. I grip
Stop
onto the sink,
it.
panting, forcing myself back on him, feeling him inside me. Oh, the sweet agony. His hands clasping my hips. He is punishing in rhythm in and out, and he reaches around and finds my clitoris, massaging me. Oh, jeez. I can't feel
Stop.
myself, chicken. I can't feel myself quicken.
That is enough.
That's right, baby. He rasps as he grinds into me,
Ugh.
hips, and it's enough to send me flying high.
Get her.
Oh my God. Get her, Ray.
Okay, I think that piece of shit comment was deserved.
Oh. You just said you think I'm a piece of shit twice. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I do. That was awful. What is wrong with you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I thought it was great. That's some of the best fictional writing I've ever heard.
Anyway, period sex. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, God.
Can you believe they cut that from the movie?
Oh, my God. Geez, what's wrong with Hollywood these days? They're such racists.
I can see the cinematography of them following the tampon as it flies through the air.
Their misogyny over a woman's natural menstrual cycle is disgusting.
Right? I don't see why. I mean, she shouldn't even have had to use that. She should have been free bleeding anyway.
Oh, yeah, all over. They should have showed like this red stain on his crotch afterwards. Yeah.
It is just the greatest writing ever.
Oh, God. Let's see what else.
That is my gift to you guys since I missed yesterday.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're back now as a result.
I can't believe she called me a piece of shit.
Twice.
Should I read
twice?
Well, gosh, should I read the blackest Star Wars characters list again?
Go for it.
If she calls me a piece of shit again, yeah.
She's gonna leave if I do. She's gonna she's gonna drop out. Falcon, thank you so much. As much as I like seeing SDA puke, stop. Okay. All right. It was Monkey's fault. He's the one who made me read that. I need a product for Falcon. Not tampons.
How about we already did antacid. We did that the other day.
Yeah.
Falcon, what product would you like? I feel like you've earned it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh yes, they should totally redo 50 Shades of Grey and let Michael Bay direct.
The explosions.
Yeah.
like every time his hips thrust forward, explosion. SDA, Team Jacob or Team Edward?
Can stop letting Scotch ask me questions.
He's the one asking questions.
Well, you're the one saying them out loud.
All right.
Favorite game theory episode. So I like all the FNAF episodes, and that's the only reason why I know about the games. Otherwise, I would have no idea what they are. But other than the FNAF episodes, pretty much anything that's about Zelda.
There's a good one. Earplugs.
Earplugs. Oh God.
Oh wait, he says Falcon gave us one. He said knives.
Knives. All right. Knives.
Lens flare from her cooter. Oh, the Jack Cochran. You are awesome.
What? Lens flare from
Lens
her.
flare. It's Michael Bay directed.
Oh God. What? Jacob Navo says they're making a Silverhawks movie. What? Oh my God, are they reaching into?
Silverhawks.
Oh Jesus, Silverhawks. No, I remember Silverhawks. I used to watch those all the time. There were copies of their episodes at the video store. Knives. Oh God, knives.
Gash. No, never mind.
Oh, well, I could do a callback to a story we did the other day. It'd be in bad taste, but what are you gonna do? Let's see, let me figure something out.
I think we
It
threw
would
good
be
taste
in
out the window
bad
with the
taste.
tampon
You
story.
just read tampon sex out loud.
This broadcast is brought to you by Falcon Millennial Knives. If you want to abuse your boyfriend and fiance and not go to jail for it for years because he's too much of a wimp to tell anybody, use Falcon Millennial Knives.
Nice, very nice.
Ooh,
And even
Mara said knives when you need to stab some white knights on a train.
Oh my god.
That was so much better.
Oh,
Oh wow.
hey,
Thank you,
Adam,
Adam.
thank you. A good
Great
whiskey
show.
ad. Oh, geez. A good whiskey ad. A good whiskey ad, not like a funny whiskey ad. Okay.
With that voice, you could do like a sexy whiskey ad.
Let's
Monkey,
see.
stop it.
You stop it.
What's wrong with you, SDA? Jesus.
Join us in the gutter, won't you?
No.
Okay. What's our? Hold on a second. I'm trying to think of a good one here.
Yeah, while you're doing that, Scotch
Yeah.
asked if I'd seen the Transformers ads for the latest movie. I have, and I probably won't be watching anytime soon when it comes out. It just doesn't look interesting to me, and I'm really sick of Michael Bay's movies, the way he shoots them. You can't tell what the fuck is going on. I don't mind the explosions and stuff, but slow the damn camera down and focus it on something. Oh my God, BG said SDA hates period pieces.
Oh, oh shit. Oh.
Well played. Well played.
Let's
Peter
see.
says this is a safe space for distasteful, offensive shit. Yes, it is. And don't forget, guys, you guys can be asking questions right now if you'd like to. Make sure you end with a question mark so we know to watch for it.
Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I get something good here because I don't want to. I'm actually writing this one down. I'm trying to get.
Cool. No, you do your thing. You do your thing.
Excuse me. I might have lost some of my gravel just then. Maybe not. Let's see.
No, it's still there.
Okay.
Honestly, Michael Bay staying on Transformers keeps him from messing anything else up. That was from Aether Toast, I think is how you say that. Yeah, absolutely. I do enjoy action movies with a lot of explosions and shit. I actually liked Rambo 3 with its unrealistic killing and all of that. You can have fun with that kind of stuff, but his movies sometimes are just so hard to watch. You literally can't tell what the fuck's going on. In the second Transformers movie, I didn't know who I was rooting for in some of those scenes.
Okay. Yeah, because it was all over the place.
Yeah. Scribe Light,
Okay.
when is stream number 6? We'll answer that after he does his ad.
Okay. Let's try this. I've actually scripted something for Adam. Special ad. Okay. This broadcast is brought to you by Adam R. Fine Whiskey. For the discriminating palate that deserves the smooth, smoky flavor of aged whiskey, try Adam R.
That was really nice, and now I want to try some.
Yeah, no. Somebody's asking about what now? Stream
When
6?
were you doing stream number 6?
Stream number 6. Oh, you mean like Scribe stream? Oh,
Yeah.
Truth be told, after starting doing the nightly streams with Monkey and SDA, the impulse and the necessity to do a Scribe stream has kind of gone by the wayside. I should do one. Because those are a little bit different and they have kind of a focused theme and everything.
Yeah.
I'll have to I will think about that. There's a couple of people that I'd like to have on just to talk to because yeah, because usually what I'll do is I'll bring in people that I don't usually talk to or don't have on a stream that often, or like smaller YouTubers that I kind of like. And I got a couple people in mind I could try to invite. So I will think about that if I find the time, because honestly, doing a daily stream on a regular schedule does take up a lot of sort of pre-planning and thought in my head. So we'll see. I'll see if I can cook something up.
There's a couple of questions I want to address here. Omi asked how Grand Monkey's doing. She was sneezing all day for some reason, but she was in a great mood today. And
Sneezing
Emperor
feels
Vulcan
kinda
asked,
good.
"What's that?"
Sneezing feels kind of good.
Have you ever watched the show Third Rock from the Sun?
Oh yes, I was about to say. Oh, I want another.
There's a great moment. They're aliens who take the form of humans, and I think it's the second episode. A cold gets into the house, and Sally sneezes, and she falls back against a beam. And somebody goes, "What was that?" She goes, "I don't know, but I want another." And it's just funny as shit. And yeah, that's how I feel about sneezing. I love sneezing.
Yeah, it's
Monkey,
fun.
favorite stream moment to date?
Oh, really quickly, Adam R. You can use that clip all day. That's perfectly fine.
He did pay $20 for it.
Well, I know exactly. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, he has the trademark on it. That's fine.
There've been some. I listened to the stream from yesterday, and I agree with the meatloaf has to be my favorite moment on the stream. And second to that is definitely Scribe beatboxing. That was so fucking awesome. Okay, let's see. What other questions do we have here?
What do you think of the Castlevania Netflix series? I haven't seen it yet. I'm hoping it'll be good, I guess.
Yeah, I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
Ask, what would you say to the author of 50 Shades book if she was right in front of you? I would say,
Congratulations, lady.
your writing
Yeah.
sucks, but good for you.
Yeah, your timing was impeccable, and you lucked out. Because I mean, it's not like bad erotica hasn't been written by everybody and their brother since the beginning of time, but just for whatever reason, hers just happened to hit at the right time and got marketed correctly, and she just knocked it out of the park. So good for her.
Yeah, I have nothing against her.
No.
Her writing is absolute shit, but
Yes.
people loved it, and that's what fiction is for. It's to entertain people, and it entertained a lot of people. So good for her.
Yeah, the only thing that I will sort of put as a caveat to that is, given what I know about some of the stuff that's depicted in there and how it's depicted, the relationship between the two characters, I'm not as much of a fan of how some people then believe BDSM relationships actually function in a healthy way, because that's not healthy. That's the only sort of downvote I'll give to the whole thing. That it sparked so much interest and sort of mainstreamed the idea of BDSM, I'll give her, well, I'll at least give the book some credit for that. But otherwise, as far as people believing that's how it operates, or should, is a little, not a fan of that. Let's see. We had some questions. Do you guys like the movie We Were Soldiers? That's Falcon Millennial. I saw that a long time ago. It was a Mel Gibson war movie, recreating, I believe, some Vietnam battle, I think. I don't
remember it.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it. I remember seeing a review of its historical accuracy on History Buffs, which is a YouTube channel, not too long ago. So, I don't know, maybe. Scribe Light favorite Marvel hero, The Punisher. All day, The Punisher, especially the Max series of The Punisher. It's really good.
Are we doing a D-Day stream?
What? I mean, we'll stream that day.
Yeah,
June 6th, I imagine we'll be there. I don't know if we'll talk about D-Day unless there's like a story about it or something.
Somebody remember to put that in our title on June 6th, whoever's up that day.
Scribe, did you see the Siege of Jadotville? No. Is that a movie? I think that movie.
Hi, baby.
I think.
I love you.
Good night, Lady Monkey.
I do. She asked me if I do that just to piss off SDA.
No.
I've always done that when you go to bed. I usually tuck her in and I will after the stream because she won't be
Oh,
asleep yet.
gross.
What? I go in there and I hug and kiss her when she's in bed. What's wrong with that?
Ugh.
She's barfing over me tucking you in.
Barf.
And for the record, she does that for me sometimes.
She barfs for you?
I have it turned off.
What?
No. She comes in and tucks me in.
Oh, it's like, honey, barf for me. Yes.
Peter asked if he could be one of my beta readers. Yeah, the application's going to go out to patrons first. And I know that Peter is a patron of mine, so you will have every opportunity to do that if you would like to.
Can Peter be one of your betas?
When are you doing your patron stream this month? Do you know? Do you have a date set?
Not yet.
What's the amount for that one?
$10 a month.
Guys, if you would like, once a month, SDA has a patron stream for those who donate at least $10 a month. If you'd like to be a part of that, make sure you go and donate over there. I like those streams because it's just talking with people who enjoy watching us, and those are really interesting to me.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm really thankful that I have people who are willing to give me $10 a month. That's crazy. So, to all of you guys that watch and donate, just whether you like them, whether you just sit there and don't even type in the chat, it's just the fact that we have 116 people watching us right now. And the fact that we get those numbers consistently, I mean, even larger YouTubers don't get consistent numbers like we do. So that's really humbling.
Black Romeo KOK asked, you said 50 Shades didn't depict BDSM relationships correctly. What I mean by that is the emotional relationship between those two characters is one of emotional abuse. It's not about the BDSM necessarily, like the actual bondage or anything else, but the three watchwords in a safe relationship. I mean, any relationship, really, BDSM especially, because you're dealing with people's physical safety and mental safety, is safe, sane, and consensual. There's from some of the scenes that I've read and some of the reviews that I've seen and some bits and pieces of the movie that I've seen just in passing. There's not. It's not a. I mean, if you took away all the BDSM aspect, it'd just be like this relationship of like emotional manipulation and abuse back and forth. Add to that the use of BDSM, then you've got a really bad combination there.
And it's not a back and forth. It is all one-sided. And the
sorry, bad choice of words, but it's him being an absolute monster to her.
Yes.
Yeah, and she just being sort of like a wilting lily to everything. That's the dynamic between a healthy dynamic between a dom and a sub is one of symbiosis. It's a complicated thing. I'm not going to try to get into all of it here, but even though an outsider might say, oh, the dominant is just being some kind of abusive overlord over the submissive and abusing them and hurting them and taking control of their life and everything else. There are some couples that have full spectrum 24/7 power exchange and everything else, and that's fine. But even that, it's a sharing. I mean, the submissive has to consent, has to assent to giving over that power in order for the dynamic to work. Otherwise, it's not a healthy dynamic.
And I know you're not as familiar with it as me because I've actually read and watched.
Yeah.
If you pay attention to the relationship, she is absolutely against this stuff. She's a little bit curious about it.
Mm-hmm.
But she is not a willing participant to 90% of what goes on. She wants what would be considered a normal relationship. Mm-hmm. She wants a loving, and what he wants is to control a woman. It's not about, it's not a relationship for him. It's a slavery almost.
Yeah.
He wants complete control of this woman all the time, even though it's not what she wants. And that's the part that gets it wrong.
Yeah. If she's not, the main component here is something called power exchange. That is where one person is giving over the power to another person, and the other person is accepting that given over power with respect and understanding of limits and boundaries, And even if it's not a romantic relationship that's involved with the power exchange, it is one of mutual respect and caution for each other's mental, physical safety. And so, you can have fantasies of being in control and being the domineering one and everything else, but not at the expense of somebody else who doesn't want it to be like that. That's not how it works. So anyway, I won't go on too long for longer. Somebody said I should make that the topic of a non-author dark video. It's a good idea. I will make that a project. I should probably bite the bullet, so to speak, and get a copy of 50 Shades of Grey, at least the first one, and read through and make some notations, and then do a video on it.
Somebody said fuck, marry, kill for me, Onision, Black Hitler, vegan gains.
God.
Marry Onision.
For the money.
Kill vegan gains. And I guess fuck Black Hitler.
Whoa. Damn.
Well, it's okay
She
because
just wants
Black
to get
Hitler
on porn,
wouldn't
get
do
up.
it.
Yeah.
Black Hitler wouldn't do it because I'm a toilet seat complexion individual.
Oh, he'd tap that ass. Scribe, how would you feel about a Skyrim movie? This came from Omi.
A Skyrim movie. I'd like to see an Elder Scrolls movie in general. That'd be kind of cool. But Skyrim in particular, that has such a deep. That whole series has such a deep backstory and lore and everything else. You would need to have some kind of pre-establishing story or something before you got into the extended universe of Skyrim, more or less.
To me, it would, like we've talked about with Vampire. I think it would do better as like a series on Netflix because there's so much in it.
Yeah, and even though it is fantasy, it is effectively a period piece, so to speak. And like right now, like with the King Arthur movie completely tanked, the Ben-Hur movie completely tanked. Unless you're really lucky with what you're doing with your IP, doing a period movie with like swords and sorcery and stuff is a pretty long bet. But if you turned it into sort of like a Vikings TV series, because stories and IPs with that much lore in them, like Vampire, like Skyrim, or just Elder Scrolls in general, they can really only be done justice in an extended period of time. So yeah, series more than a movie, if at all.
They should make a goat simulator movie. That would be awesome.
That would be perfect because that plot is about as thick as a Michael Bay Transformers movie. So
yes.
And yeah, it'd be like this is this movie is done by Pixar's retarded little brother, who like can't get their coding right. So it's just like, okay, all the glitches you see in here are intentional. So instead of being like special features on a Shrek DVD where like Donkey's fur goes all crazy, it's meant to be that way. Yeah.
Yeah. SDA, how do you feel about period pieces?
I didn't even remember we talked about that before when I said that.
I let you talk before I made my joke because I wanted to jump in immediately.
Oh man.
Scribe Lake, do you watch period movies once a month?
Oh God.
Have y'all seen the Goat channel? I have not. Should I?
The Goat channel.
The Goat channel.
I watch the Hydraulic Press channel on occasion. Watch them crush things. That's fun.
I like watching. Did you see the I think it was the slow-mo guys who did the mouse traps on the trampoline?
No.
They put
see that one.
1,000 mouse traps on a trampoline, and then one of them jumped on it off of a ladder.
Yeah.
The really cool part about it is they show at the beginning how hard it was to do it. They had half of the mouse trap set and accidentally set it off.
Oh.
So they had to go back and redo it all. But it's really cool to watch because the way that it collapses, all of them start to trip on the outside when he hits the trampoline. Watch it if you haven't. It's really, really cool.
I'm actually kind of amazed my voice lasted this long because I could feel my throat kind of shutting down. So it's right at the edge. So
yeah, you're starting to sound
last
like
call, guys. Yeah, a little bit. I think it's clearing up a little, but of course, overnight and in the morning it'll probably be bad again. Last call, everybody. We've got 5 minutes or so left.
Yeah.
Do you still love us?
Nah.
No. Why
It's
for
not
you
a
depress
no.
me? Yeah.
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 Let's see. While we
Right
wait
now,
for
she's
last call
thinking about
questions.
Assassin's Creed.
So we are on Monkey's channel tomorrow night, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, that'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Pacific. Let's see. Tomorrow's Friday. I just realized that. That's right. End of the
SDA,
week.
do you have a favorite superhero or video game character?
Well, I want to say Link, but I don't know which Link is my favorite because most of them are different.
Right.
I think the Twilight Princess Link is my favorite. Or maybe the Wind Waker one because he's got a lot of really funny facial expressions and he can take selfies.
I hate that they added selfies to video games. That pisses me
Yeah.
off.
No, it's so cute though because you can make Link make different. It's cute.
Oh, God.
Does he do duck face?
No,
Oh.
but you can make him look really scared, so people take out the camera like right in the boss room, and like make him do the scared face. And there's like
Nice.
just Link with this and like the thing in the thing. It's cute.
Sir Adamantine, thank you very much. You sound hot and dirty, Scribe. Well, I try. I need a product for Sir Adamantine if he doesn't give one himself.
We need something hot and dirty.
And somebody said, I think it was Falcon. Falcon said, Fallout Netflix series, question mark. Honestly, take a look at some of the fan films for Fallout. They're on YouTube and elsewise. Those are really good. Some of those are really good. They're like almost like TV quality short films. And there's a series out there where a bunch of people put together like some decently produced Fallout fan films, and they're pretty good. As far as like a TV series, I could see that working as long as they maintain the satire and the social commentary and stuff and didn't shy away from it. But it'd be a bitch to produce though.
Oh, this sort of goes with the Russian Deadpool thing we talked about, I guess.
Okay.
The short story that I'm working on for Patreon, it's set in Russia, sort of like Russia, Siberia, that kind of area. It wasn't like Russia yet, but that's not the point. And I was looking through like Russian names, and his name popped up first.
Oh.
And I was like, ugh, that's awkward.
I don't see anything from Sir Adamantine. Do we have a product to think of for Sir Adamantine?
Yeah, I'm not actually suggesting this, but Bloodwing did say road tar for hot and dirty.
Road tar. Oh my God.
He's not wrong.
That's true. That's true. That is hot and dirty.
And Wrecked PPC said hot mud baths.
That's
I don't know.
SDA, give us an idea. You haven't said one tonight.
Oh, well then why am I a good choice? I'm clearly out of ideas.
I don't know. What products or things do you see in the room around you? Something unique.
I don't want to tell you what's in my room. You'll use it to stalk me.
All right, fine. Then I'll just tell people what's in your room. This broadcast is brought to you by Sir Adamantine Dildos. When you need something hot and dirty inside you, think Sir Adamantine Dildos.
There you go. In your room.
In your room. Yeah. That's what's in SDA's room right now, Sir Adamantine Dildos.
Mara says condoms are stupid.
Well,
I agree.
And that's how she got pregnant. Crikey!
Crikey. All that dick bacon.
Oh, yeah, man. Just eating all that dick bacon. Okay, guys, 2-minute warning, because I'm going to go gargle with salt water and try to get myself cleared out before tomorrow, because I do have to go back to work tomorrow. I only did a couple hours before I came home because I felt so lousy, but I don't think I can wave it off much longer than that. Let's see. Every sperm is sacred. Yes, Zenith, it is, I guess. Why condoms when Plan B pills? Yes, Peter, that's always a good fallback position.
I love that they named them Plan B.
Yeah.
Because if you need Plan B, you did not have a Plan A.
Right, exactly.
Colleen has asked a couple of times if I've seen The Terror in Tiny Town. It's a midget Western musical. I have not, but
that's an old movie. That is an old movie. I think, Didn't MST3K do that at one time? I remember seeing it at some point, or at least clips of it. Sperm are retarded. Well, they're not that smart. It's true. Wearing condoms is kidnapping. Scribe Light, seriously, try hydrogen peroxide. Always works for me in 24 hours. Like just.
Are you supposed to put that in your face?
No, just gargle with it. Seriously, try. I mean, at what mixture? I'm assuming you're not meaning like raw hydrogen peroxide, because that'd be awful. But like, how much water to hydrogen peroxide mix? I know there is that. I can probably look that up, but I've heard about that before.
Oh, Google it.
Yeah. All right, guys, we are at the top of the hour. Thank you guys so much for showing up tonight and having fun with us. Thanks everyone who donated tonight. That too. I hope the ads worked. If you didn't like my voice, if I sounded like TJ Kirk, and you don't like TJ Kirk, well, too bad. If you like my voice, then great. It'll probably be gone by tomorrow. So this is a one shop stop, unless or until I get sick again or this lasts another day. Monkey, SDA, thank you so much for joining me as usual. My life makes me froggy, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.